is your favorite Bboy show?
Servus, grüezi und grüezi. Welcome not to the best, no, your favorite podcast with your favorite people host. And my guest this time, all the way from beautiful Honolulu. Yes,
Yeah.
representing the floor gangs and AOA breakers. Make some noise for my
Choo.
man, B-Boy Hijack. What's up, brother?
Woo. What's up? What's up? Godfather.
Good morning to you. Here it's a little late.
Morning.
Might not really late. It's 8 p.m. here in Zurich right now.
Damn.
Nice. So, how you doing? I see the sun already in your face. How is Honolulu today?
Oh man, it's beautiful. Winter time out here is really beautiful and special. It gets really cold out here. I want to say it's maybe 70 degrees
Yeah,
cold. And it's just sunny, man. No clouds in the sky, just crisp, clear, beautiful,
but
beautiful times.
is it always sunny? You have a lot of rain there because
We do
when you
get a lot of rain.
you have because when you
Yep.
see it only like me from television and Instagram and everything, it's always like paradise 365.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I guess it's not like this.
Yeah, I mean the rain is beautiful, so right, it keeps everything green.
Yes, yes,
So
it's
we
necessary.
just got to prepare for it. Yes,
Yes.
sir.
So, thank you first of all for taking your time being on our
Thank
show,
you.
the Very People Show. You made a lot of noise the last couple of years.
Yeah.
You had the successful 2023, if I can say so.
Yes,
For
sir.
example, also you took the BC1 from
Yeah.
USA, right? So this is like if you can win a Red Bull BC1 in your country, this means you are at the top in your country. So it says a lot because you can't win this without skills. You know what I
Mm,
mean? And
sir.
also the Olympics get nearer and everything, but
Yep.
I didn't saw you a lot in the Olympic team. Are you not interested in this, or how it came that we don't really see you in the Olympic lineup?
You know, I would have loved to. In 2022, I was going for it, and
Hmm.
then towards the ending of my Red Bull contract, it was pretty expensive to travel out. I know it was at least in the States, it was every close to every other weekend, and it's just expensive to fly out from Hawaii, go to New York, fly out from Hawaii, go to Minnesota, pay for a hotel, pay for the flight, pay for food. You know, it was pretty expensive. I
Hmm.
think with
Hmm.
the support, it would have been really nice. But once again, towards the ending of my contract with Red Bull, it was a little pricey for me to go out of pocket for that. So, you know, and it was just for me, I felt like it was just more competitions to go to, you know,
Yes.
earn points, yeah, but I really had to dive deep and figure out what it is that I want to do, you know, with my dance, with my art form, something that sets me free
Hmm.
and relieves me from the stress. You know,
Hmm.
I don't want to have to. I didn't
Hmm.
want to feel like I have to feel stressed out about trying to make these events or financially feel stressed out to make these events
Yeah.
for a potential chance to maybe even get into the
Yes.
team. But
Yes.
yeah,
And
would have loved to.
we all heard the
Yeah,
stories how stressful it is on the body and the waiting time
man,
and traveling,
absolutely.
and especially you in Hawaii, you live in the cornerest corner of the corner,
Yeah,
you know, so
we are way west. Yep,
it's crazy. My
sir.
wife just told me because she visited Hawaii once, and she
Ah,
told me, yeah, it's 12 hours first flight and then another 6. And I'm like, what?
yeah,
Crazy. Crazy,
crazy.
crazy, crazy. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's just another competition. And how you say everybody should look out for themselves, how you can be
Yeah,
happy in your dance, and
absolutely.
how you can be your best version, right? So,
Yes,
uh,
sir.
I I know my wife is Asian. She's from Vietnam,
Mm,
and all you like a little more in the Asian looking sphere.
yep.
You all look so young always. So. My wife once said, I love her for this. She said, black don't crack, but Asians don't die.
Yeah. Oh, dad.
Yeah.
Yo,
But
that's
tell me, bro, how old are you currently?
I'm currently 29. I'm gonna be 30 this year.
You see,
And
you look like 20, brother.
yeah,
Nice.
But yeah, shoot, 29.
Nice.
I am
Nice.
from the Asian descent. My dad is Filipino, my mom is Korean. So in Hawaii, we have a lot of Hawaii mix. There's a lot of full-blooded Asians, but there's mainly like everybody is mixed out here. You know, you have
Yes.
Vietnamese, Laotian, Korean, Filipino mixtures, and it's just beautiful people out here.
Yes, yes, yes.
Mix, yeah.
But you're born and raised in Hawaii.
Yeah, born and raised in Hawaii.
Nice, nice,
Sir.
nice. So when did you start with this beautiful dance? How did you come in contact first time? What was the you have you remember the first time you saw hip hop?
I do. So it wasn't even breaking actually. My older brother, he inspired me. He came home one day because he seen some homeless people at the park popping, and he came home. They let him borrow a CD that I don't know how they got it, but the name of the CD was called Street Jams, and it was a bunch of old school music on there, like Shannon, Let the Music Play. There was Planet Rock on there, Connie, you know, a lot of like old school Siberian Nights kind of music. And my brother, he came home, showed me some moves, and just fell in love with the dance. Fell in love with the music first,
Yes,
and then fell in love with the dance. And ever since 8th grade, so I want to say I was 9 years old, and then learning how to pop, figuring it out, trying to just do it with my brother.
Nice.
And then met some b-boys in 8th grade. So that was maybe 2009. I met some b-boys, and that's when I really like took off with this, you know.
And before you was just listening to the music and did a little popping, and then when you met the b-boys, you found out this is the real shit. This is what you want to do.
Yeah. I know before I would always, because my brother would always tell me, he was a huge influence on me. My brother Frankie, he always told me that b-boys, they get dirty, they roll around on the floor, they get sweaty, while the poppers, they stay fresh and they glide across the dance floor. And you know, as a kid, always saying that and believing that, here I am, you know, years later, getting dirty, getting sweaty on the floor, breaking, you know. So yeah, breaking was a big influence for.
But b-boys get more girls than popping. That's
yeah.
Okay, sorry. And then I was just kidding. And yes, breaking, of course. What you remember, like the first moves you saw, and you thought like, oh, I need to learn this. I need to do this.
Yeah. The windmill.
Windmill.
The windmill was the one move that just blew my mind. Trying it, and I remember trying it without even knowing how to do it, and just cutting my arms up on the concrete. We never really had any, like, you know, access to dance studios out here. It was just.
But you dance on concrete?
Yeah, for sure. Concrete. I mean, we would get like the old school stuff, like cardboard boxes that we would find at like in the back, like City Mills or like Home Depots or stuff, and take that. But I mean, things have evolved so much more now. We now have like flooring and studio space, but had to start somewhere, you know.
People just coming to install the wooden floor and everything, right? Yeah. I started also on cardboard, but crazy that you guys dance on concrete.
Yeah, yep, concrete. We used to practice. Me and some high school friends. This was in 2009. We would practice above an arcade. They had a parking lot above the arcade, and it was just, you know, raw concrete, and it was only open space that we could blast our music from our speakers and, you know, get down a little bit.
You remember what type of music you listened to?
Yeah, I remember for the first time to hear breaks. The first time was probably like, you know, Arthur Baker, Breaker's Revenge, the Jimmy Castor. Just the stuff that we would see after seeing like Beat Street or Wild Style, you know, like Down by Law, like that kind of breaks. Nice. And then later found access to YouTube, which, you know, changed the game. Saw Red Bull BC1s. I think it was like Lilu versus Hong Ten, like those old school stuff.
I see. Yes.
Where I think the music was dubbed, too, right?
Oh,
For
this
the
was
most
the,
part.
my God, how can you produce a dance DVD and don't put the original music to it?
Yeah, yeah. Not even on beat. But
Crazy. So you had any
yeah.
jams in this time in Hawaii, in Honolulu?
Yeah, there was a ton. Actually, Hawaii was really popping off, but you know, as a high school kid getting
Mhm.
into it, it was intimidating to go to all these big competitions
So
and stuff. But
you have big history in Hawaii?
Hawaii, yeah, yeah, we do. I know Rocksteady Crew at one point came down to Hawaii and put down a few of our OGs like Skill Roy, Style Len, Uncle
Hmm.
Leonard. I know there's a few to name, but
Hmm.
Dez, I believe um, these guys were put down in Rocksteady Crew and
Ah,
huge. I
nice.
mean, not even just them, but other crews around in different areas of Hawaii, like
Mm.
our OGs like Red Eye Jedi. There was Supreme Team, Basic Styles Crew, Ill Rock and Rascals, all these different crews, Beat Rock Crew, of course, and Panic Zone. Amazing crews that was really putting on for Hawaii, you know, traveling out. Once again, it was expensive to travel
Yes.
out of Hawaii, right? And go to bigger comps. But for our OGs who paved the way for us, they definitely, you know, put it
Nice.
on for Hawaii.
Nice. Then you start going to jams early or you just practice with your friends?
Started, I want to say first jam was maybe like 2010. Yeah, 2010 was the first time I've ever gone to a breaking event, and it was cool.
You
It
remember the
was,
first time you enter a cypher?
I do, I do. The first time, actually, the first event I ever went to, it was called Frenemies. It was
Ooh.
Rocksteady Crew. They came down. They were all wearing these "Rest in Peace, Frosty Freeze" shirts. I think maybe Frosty might have passed away
Mm-hmm.
uh, not too long ago after that. So they were all wearing that in honor. And who came down? I remember seeing Crazy Legs. I think Ivan might have came out. Why Not probably came out. Um, and we Skilroy. He was in the cipher. I didn't even break at the time, and I remember going in the cipher and just popping. And Skilroy, Hawaii legend, he came out and he was popping with me. So that was that was cool.
Nice.
Definitely a first experience. Yep.
Nice. You never forget this. The first time you enter cypher and the feeling when you get out of, oh, I did it.
Oh man, the nerve, man.
I've been there. I've been there.
Yeah.
And it was just this where you enter the cypher, this was just a pure jam, or you had also competition there?
Yeah, it was a competition. I think the winners, it was a one-on-one. The winner was gonna get flown to New York for the Rocksteady anniversary jam.
Ah, I
Yeah,
see. Yes.
yeah,
Back then it was still a big thing, huh? The Rocksteady anniversary. Because when I
yeah.
started dancing, everybody told me Rocksteady anniversary, this is the place to be, the place to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot happened.
A lot
Let's
happened.
let's say it like this. Yeah. And at the beginning of you said you love the windmill, and I guess from popping you already had musicality,
Yeah. I
and
think
then you
with
started
poppin', yeah.
you started with power moves first, or was there any other
Uh,
element you started first?
you know, as much as I wanted to do the power moves, I never really understood how to do it, you know? So it was mainly things just like, I mean, I'd go for it. I try mainly freezes though, freezes
Yeah.
and footwork or
Hmm.
trying to do footwork, you know, those were the things that I feel like came a little bit more naturally.
Ah, yes, I
Power
see.
moves, I always tried to go for it
Mhm.
um,
But I
because it
mean
looked, you know, it just
but I
looked
mean you
amazing.
complete. I see you do hit almost every combo. You can do flare, you can do air flare.
Trying, still working on it, still working
Ah,
on the airflow. Yeah,
yeah. So
soon.
the power was a lot of hard work for you to get it.
Yeah, yep, yep. Definitely repetition and
Mhm.
just going for it. And we didn't have anybody to really teach us out here. It was just me and my high school friends figuring things out, which I feel like was important. You know, it was the fact that we didn't really have resources led us to be more hungry to want to learn it. You know,
Mhm. Mhm.
like
Mhm.
searching, always searching for it. And when you finally hit that first flare, finally hit that first round of a 90, you're just like,
Oh.
what, what was that? Like trying to keep searching for the feeling. I
Mhm.
think that's what it is,
Is
searching
that
for the feeling.
this is what keeps us addictive to the dance, to breaking. If
Yes,
you
sir.
Finally, I remember when I first time hit 5 hand hops because I always did two. I
Ooh,
always
yep.
did 2 hand hops, always two. And the first time I did 5, I was like, oh my God. And then like 1 month, I still couldn't do 5. Only two. It was just that one time.
Yeah, yeah. Man, but like you said, you'll never forget that feeling, right? That the feeling of just accomplishment, proving to yourself that you can do it. You can do it.
And then you learn the new move and you have new ways, new combos. Oh, I can put this with this. What?
Yeah, man. You know, you know. I
Yeah.
feel like with this art form, with this dance, I feel like things just make sense in life
Mm-hmm,
for me at
hmm.
least. I feel like it's not just an identity of who I am and understanding more about who I am, but it's this release that I feel like, life really just makes sense.
Hmm.
Things to me just make more sense in this when I'm in the zone, when I'm in that state of mind or just moving.
Yeah, yeah. I was now recently again practicing after I had some knee issues, and
Mm,
hey, just the moment when you are again in the music and you catch the beat and you end it with the freeze and you hold it.
mm,
It's just ah
mm.
not even drugs, This is just the
Yeah,
best, just the best.
the the true
The
true connection, right?
Yes, brother. Yes,
Connection.
and I learned from all my years in hip hop in breaking. If you always listen to the music will come to you naturally. You don't have
Ooh.
to, because so many times I experienced it myself and I saw it with other peoples that always dance on music. The music will come to you and you will
Mm,
hit beats that you don't even want it to hit, but it's crazy. It's so
mm,
it's so
mm.
it's so
The
crazy.
feeling of like I'm sure you've danced to live music before,
Ah,
like
it's the
maybe live
best.
musicians at a jam or live musicians playing on the street. The feeling of connecting with either someone you don't know or a musician that you don't know, or connecting with maybe a musician that you do know
Mm,
without words is just phenomenal.
yes.
To I feel really connected to that person
Yeah,
when we
yeah,
can move, and
yeah.
I don't know where he's gonna go with the saxophone, or I don't know where he's gonna go with the drums, but we take that risk
And then
and
you
move
end it the
together.
same.
And
And then you end it the same.
man,
I wish I could explain this to people, but you have to experience it yourself, right?
yep, yep.
Um, let's go back to the beginnings of Hijack.
No, no,
uh,
no.
but in this time you already entered 808 Breakers, or when did you become a part of it?
I came a part of it maybe around 20. I want to say 2011. So I was originally part of a crew, my high school crew, and these guys are still my day one, my best friends. These are the guys who I started this form of love with, like just the love for the dance, and we went by a name called Just for Fun Crew. We're just a bunch of kids
That's the
hanging out,
motto.
doing our thing, like sleeping over, uh, going out, painting a little bit. I just doing little kid stuff, teenager stuff, and from there, I think safe to say there was a time where they started to not want to break as much anymore.
I
And for
see.
me, I think I was just really driven. I found that addiction of wanting to just progress, wanting to prove to myself and see how far I could really take this
Mhm.
dance. Not really thinking about trying to go and compete anywhere else, just trying to do it for myself. And met other b-boys, met Jared, who's a part of the 808 Breakers. He goes by the name of B-Boy Red. And then
Mhm.
Leighton, one of my good friends, his name, who's also in the crew, went by name of B-Boy Pogo.
Mhm.
Hanging with these guys because they were in the scene. And then later met Ark, Jeff, one of my best friends as well. And
Mhm.
they put me down, the crew, and just been rocking with these guys ever since. These guys are
Nice.
family. These guys are the kind of the friends who, once this break-in form starts to deteriorate my body and I can't do it anymore, these are the guys that I'm going to be hanging out with when I'm 50, 60,
Yes, yes, yes.
lifelong friends.
It's not just about dancing in the end. If you have a
Yeah.
crew, dance is what brought you together, but it's not what keeps you together, right? It's
Yeah,
the other
absolutely.
things, yeah.
The friendship.
Nice. So how many are you currently in your crew? How many members?
Yeah, so in 808 Breakers, we have, I want to say 10 to 13. I want to say, yeah, probably around 13. We just put down some of our students that we
Perfect.
teach. Yep.
I also
So
wanted to
we
ask
have
this.
young
Yeah.
guys. Yep.
Nice. You have
We
like
put them down.
you have a school where you teach, or is
Yeah.
just okay.
Yeah.
It's
So
like a
our
808 dance school, something like this?
Oh yeah, pretty much. Yeah, yeah. I want to say that because I mean it really does take a village to raise the kids, like I can't say it's all myself.
Mhm.
Me and my lady, we originally started a uh kids breaking kids breaking class, and we started teaching, and some of our students that have rocked with us for years, maybe 5, 6 years, we've really grown with them. They felt like they were our nephews, and we
Nice.
started to put them down into our crew 808. But
Mhm.
this breaking crew, after moving back, I moved to San Francisco for a little bit. Then I came back.
Okay.
Seeing the scene wasn't really Hawaii. Breaking scene was not as poppin', and I wanted to, after coming back from the mainland and being so fired up and driven to want to just train and build up, there wasn't too much people really breaking. So started to teach more and wanted to bring up the next guys, the younger kids who I can hold accountable with. Yo, come to practice, come and train. Let's build and share all of the information that I've learned with these guys, because at the end of the day, I can't take this information with me, when I die. So it just makes sense to really just give it back and pass it on. And this beautiful formula or recipe of working with the youth and sharing what we've learned has been nothing but a blessing, nothing but a great success, and can't help but to want to share it with more kids, because
Yes.
it brought us this moment of clarity, this self-understanding. It
Mhm.
just makes sense that
Mhm.
we share it with the
Mhm.
kids who are also in search for who they are and what they can do. So
Yes, yes,
they're
that's beautiful. We also just 1.5 months ago, two of our students also now got into our
rocking with the
crew.
crew.
So it's
Yeah,
perfect.
man.
Keeps it alive, and in the end, it's all from kids for kids. You know what I mean? We just grow older and we appreciate, and we just try, like you said, give them also something to live for, give them something to be motivated, right? So when did you
Absolutely.
start to go and fly out of Honolulu to go to jams and make a little bit noise? What time was that?
And that was probably, to be honest, 2012 uh freestyle session. I want to say it was 2012 freestyle session or 2013. I'm pretty sure it was 2012. It was at Club Nokia in LA. It was the year Skill Brat Renegades won. I don't know if you remember that. It was
Oh,
top nine and Skill Brat
the
Renegades.
Luigi, Kid David, and Casper.
Casper. Yeah. So we battled them actually. We battled those guys, and we've been training for so long, and
Ah, yes, I saw the
you know,
battle 100%. I saw it
yeah,
100%.
that was we were nervous to go up against these guys because of course,
But you made
growing
the
up, these guys were the
pre-selection.
guys.
You
We
passed
made
the
the
pre-selection.
pre-selection. Yeah.
Nice.
Very, that year Hawaii rode deep. I think 30 people from Hawaii rode out to that
Woo!
event. So man, amazing, amazing time. And the story leading up to that was even more crazier. Our crew would perform. I think we did over 100 performances around Oahu, doing things like birthday performances, Dare Day performances, man, you name it, any kind of performance that was allowing us to receive pay. We, uh, which Jeff, he's in my eyes, he's the leader of the crew. He
Okay.
made the decision to collect all the payment. There was 12 of us. We did 100 performances from anywhere. Payment was anywhere from $100, $50 to $200. I mean, we were able to raise enough money to fly everyone out in our crew
Nice.
to freestyle session,
Nice.
pay for a hotel
Nice.
and a rental car.
Mhm.
And it was just life changing, man, because it was the feeling of all of us working together. Granted, some of us couldn't make the performance, but to still be down to be like, you know what, let's do it so that other homie can fly out with
Mhm.
us.
And not be selfish
Enjoying
and
the
want some
process.
money.
Yeah, not just cutting us out. Performance, here's the pay. It was, let's put this together to
Mhm.
do something together, and
Nice.
made it. It was definitely the milestone for my breaking career
Mhm.
to level up, and then Skillbrat Renegades, we battled some of our inspirations, these guys who we've seen killing it in the scene, and to go up against these guys. And I
K-Mel in
remember
the back
Mr.
screaming.
Mel in the back, oh man, all nervous. And I remember Mr. Freeze voted for us. He stood up, he voted for us. And just to have that as a kid being like, damn, if we got one more vote, we could have possibly won. But
And they won
you know,
everything in the end.
yeah, that was the year that I realized it's anyone's day. Like, you could be the best of the best, but really, man, it's anyone's day. And ever since then, that's been the drive. Like, I'll go to a jam and I'll be feeling the best. I'll be feeling the best I can feel, and then end up not even making the pre-selection. And I'll go to a jam and feeling like the worst of the worst, and
Mhm.
end up winning the jam. And
Mhm.
that's the same with groove sessions, actually.
Oh,
Groove
really?
sessions. I went out to groove sessions, and I usually travel really light. Had only my backpack and a duffel bag with chocolates. I like to bring gifts when I travel. I'm very thankful for opportunities when people
Nice.
bring me out. I love to just it's not a one-way street.
Mhm.
It's a two-way street, right? So um, had just my tracksuit on, and I go to Zurich, and come to find out the airplane, they made me check my bag in, and they didn't pack it on the flight. So I'm in Zurich. I only have my tracksuit. I only have my box of chocolates, and dude, I have no other clothes, and
No,
it
nothing.
was
No elbow
crazy.
pads. No knee pads. No nothing.
No underwear, no socks, no toothbrush. you know it was crazy. It was crazy, but the mindset was, I could be upset, I could be pissed off, I can be yelling at this guy who has no idea, at the lost baggage
It's
claim,
not his
who has
fault.
no idea, not his fault. And the perspective was, what, let's check out the thrift shops, let's see how fresh we can get with a budget. Let's enjoy the experience. Something like, you can't control what happens to you, but you can control how you react
Mhm.
to
Mhm.
things. And kept a good attitude, kept a good mood. Sure enough, my bag came the day of the actual battle, and was able to get my fresh gear on. Our Arthur, those guys really took care. They bought me a little care package of like socks, underwear, toothbrush, and stuff. So they really made sure it was good.
Perfect.
But
Perfect.
yeah, man, attitude and perspective is
Nice.
is key.
Nice.
Is key.
Yeah,
So
always when you just go and have fun, don't have a specific, I mean, just in a battle, like just take it next round for round for round. I think this
yes,
is the
sir.
best thing you can do. Especially
Yeah,
like if you just go there and are not like the favorite to win it all,
yeah, yeah.
like for example, if Hong Ten goes, then of course Hong Ten will think, hey, I'm gonna win everything. It's
Yeah,
not like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
So,
man.
we talked a little bit about the career here. You see a pattern. The first time that then I saw you like really like saw moves from you was the exhibition battle at the Floor Lords. Shout outs to Floor
Yeah.
Lords.
Shout
Over
out to Floor Lords.
14 years. Shout out to Lino. Shout out to El Nino. Shout out to Lean Rock. Shout out to these guys. Crazy.
Yeah,
Respect. Respect. And of
yeah.
course, rest in peace, Float also.
Sir, rest in
Uh,
peace.
how did it came about to how did they had the idea to do this battle?
I think Linsky, so Lino reached out, and he was telling us like, oh, he wanted to put us up against. He thought it'd be a good matchup, which I agree. Shout out to Box One, shout out to Jeffro.
Mhm.
Love those guys. Love their style too. Um, and of course, me and Ark. Lino lives here in Hawaii currently. Yeah.
Ah.
So he's the OG that's really been taking care and blessing us up, giving back to our scene. Our scene has grown drastically with him being out here. So
Nice.
um he's close to us. He sees us break, he comes to our practices, and he thought it'd be a dope pairing to have us versus those guys. And which was amazing too, because the Red Bull Boston cipher was the day before, and I lost in LA trying to qualify for the I guess it was like a city
USA
cipher, right?
final.
Yeah. To go to the USA finals, and I actually I won it.
Mhm.
And next day, so the timing was perfect. He
Mhm.
brought us out originally to go up against Monster team, Monster B-Boys, and the day before was the Red Bull, so was able to hit that. Thank God, came home with the win. Went over to battle those guys, and it was just a great conversation with those guys.
Yes, 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 yes.
Been a long
And
time coming.
then I guess what year are we talking now? 2021, right? 2020.
Yeah, 2021. No, maybe it was 2021.
21.
It was when the
So
pandemic was really like
after that,
in.
you got a lot of invitations, or you just flew out yourself to a lot of battles?
I think that's when it was a lot of invitations.
Yes.
After the Boston and the Monster battle, they brought me out to Florida. That's when I battled Morris.
Mhm.
And after battling Morris, and leaving, for me, going in with the intention to not win, but to make a statement
Yes,
is my intention when I go to
yes.
battle. How can I capture a moment? How can I capture a moment for people to remember as 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 big of an impact as K-Mel would make an
Mhm.
impact? How can
Mhm.
I go in, whether that's to win or whether that's to just, capture a moment. That's the main intention. And
Mhm.
did that with Morris, captured a moment, didn't come home with the win, of course, lost to Morris. Shout out to Morris. And after that, got hit up from Red Bull, and they wanted to sign me for I believe it was a ambassador's sponsorship. I
Ah,
was
I
allowed
see.
X amount of travels. Yep. They flew me out X amount of times. And, anytime that I was given an opportunity, I would try to bring out some of the up and comers from Hawaii. So if I were to go out to, for example, IBE was one of the events that I really wanted to go out to. I was able to bring two of my students, and two of my crew members. And,
Nice.
we shared a little hotel room, but for the most part, it was anytime that I'm able to get put on, important to put my people on.
Mhm.
So
Of course, the people who brought you there, you can't forget them.
yes, sir.
Can't forget them.
Bring them with you.
Yeah. So then I saw you, like we just talked about this, you made a lot of noise in the scene then with these two statement
Mhm.
performances. And
Yep.
then I saw you at Battle of the Year, but
Yeah.
not with the 808 Breakers, because
Yep.
you came with the squadron. And we have to say it was like a special, it was 20 years, no, 30 years,
Yep.
30 years of Battle of the Year. And they brought like a special edition with only invited crews. And
Yeah.
you was a part of Squadron. So
Yep.
how
Yep.
did you become part of Squadron? Was it a one-time thing, or you
Yeah.
still are okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was a one-time thing. I mean, I never officially got asked, which is
Uh,
all good. I mean, even if I were to get asked, I think, I don't know. I feel
mhm,
like, and it's all love to those guys, because I
mhm,
really feel like I connect well with those guys. All um, Phil, Luigi, all those guys, Lean Rock, fucking Pina, all those guys. Those guys are good guys, and they've always shown mad love. But I feel like two crews is enough for me. Like I
mhm.
feel like
I mean,
I
how many
don't.
crews can one B-boy have?
Right? Like I feel
Yeah.
like I don't have to be a part of 50 crews or many different crews. I feel like if anything, the two crews that I'm in, they're just family. And I
Mhm,
think, people can still be family,
mhm,
but it doesn't mean we have to be in the same crew.
mhm,
Squadron, I think they really appreciated how I move, and just assuming that's what they that
Who
he
made the
wanted
connection?
asked me. I think it was Lean Rock.
Hmm.
Lean Rock, yeah. He wanted to put me down, and I guess all the other guys were okay with it. So, with their blessing, was able to go out, rock with them, make a statement for the U.S. and for the style at least.
You stay with them in LA for a couple of weeks or months to practice, or how did it look?
One day, one day, yep. We went out there for a freestyle session because I think it was like the week before, and I got COVID. I got COVID, so I was just in a hotel room for like 7 days. Finally got the okay to go and practice one day with them.
You were in Japan?
No, I think freestyle session was in LA. This one, I
No,
think
Battle of
so.
the Year.
I
We
think that
talk about
year.
Battle of the Year, right?
Yeah, Battle of the Year.
What was it? Was not in LA, bro. I think it
Battle
was
of
in
the Year.
Japan.
Freestyle. Oh no. Freestyle. Oh, Battle of the Year.
Yeah.
Battle
When
of
you
the Year. I
went,
think was in Montpellier, France. I think it was.
yes, friends. Yes,
Montpellier.
yes,
So
yes.
we were, and the freestyle session was a week before, and I remember I was supposed to, do some Red Bull stuff,
Oh
train
my
with the
God,
guys.
and you get sick?
Yeah, I got COVID, and it was crazy, man. The day that I got out of the quarantine was the day that I was able to practice with them. So I was practicing them with my mask on, and we got like one practice in, and then the next day we left.
Damn.
So it was, yeah, it was
But
crazy.
I mean, it didn't look that you have been sick when I saw you dancing, but you felt a lot of pain or exhaustion.
Uh no, I didn't feel anything. And I wonder if it was even accurate, the test result that I took, because it
Mm.
came out positive. Um, I mean, the only weird thing was I had like a runny nose and
Yeah.
I couldn't smell, actually. That was
Ah,
that was one thing.
okay, yeah,
So after I couldn't smell, that's when I was like, okay, that's kind of
yeah,
weird,
yeah.
you know. And
Bec-
yeah,
yeah,
so nothing crazy to be
for me
honest.
was a little bit a hard watch because you battle against my boys, the Flying Steps. I mean, none of them
Yeah,
are my boys, but one specifically of them is like one of my little bros. I don't
who's
know if
that?
you know B-Boy Light.
B-Boy Light,
He's a blonde
maybe.
guy. I would say now he's the power mover, but all of Flying Steps power movers. And
Oh man, those guys are dynamic for sure.
I watched the battle and he did his thing. And then I saw you and I'm like, no, they cannot win against these guys now. And then I see you rocking and I was like,
Yeah,
you know,
man.
like
Hey, though, okay, hey, I've seen you break before too. You're fresh.
ah,
You're
thank you, man.
fresh, bro.
Thank
So
you.
it's something
And
it's something to be said about that. The way we move, it's not the same, but it's very there's a similar sound to it. When we
yes,
move, it's like so
yes,
when I see you get down to for your what was it? It was
the
the
showcase.
you were the MC, yeah,
Yeah,
breakthrough.
yeah,
You
yeah.
did your
Well,
showcase, and
showcase,
man,
yeah.
not fresh,
Uh,
not fresh.
but what you said also, you said now fresh. The thing also keep me from watching you all the time was you was always dressed fresh. It was
Yeah,
always
got
you
to.
either had the dunks with the matching hat or the top, or you had the Jordan ones, but it was always matching. And I remember in Botti, oh, super fresh with the what was this,
Man.
baseball, college jacket
Yep.
or
The
something like
Hawaii,
that.
yep.
Oh,
Hawaii. Hawaii, man.
too fresh. And then you rock the beat, you do top rocks and everything. I mean, this is like you said, we're kind of similar groove wave, like I was watching you like this is real breaking, brother. Look, this guy
Man, bro.
looks fresh, he dance fresh.
Appreciate
So
that,
nice.
bro.
So nice. So
Appreciate that, man.
much respect. I only invite people to do podcasts. I love their dance. That's because it wouldn't make sense for me else.
Yeah. It's an honor, bro. I appreciate that.
Thank you,
I
bro.
mean,
Thank
you
you.
too. You come fresh all the time. You come
Bro,
fresh all the
I,
time.
I always say if I don't look fresh, nobody takes me serious. This
Man. Got
this
to, bro.
if they see me emceeing and I look like a homeless guy with ripped pants and six colors, and I say make
Yeah.
some noise, they would say, "Eh." But
For who?
if they see me and they think, oh, he took his time, he took orange with orange. Okay, maybe better I do what he says.
Yeah, yeah. That's the truth, man. I mean, it comes with it, right? B-boys, I mean, they didn't have a lot of money, but they were able to make it look good. They were able to make it look fresh, and it is a part of the culture, dude.
This is the
Gotta
thing.
look good.
Of
Gotta
course,
look
this is
good.
100%. Everybody is welcome in our culture. But
Yeah.
to be fresh, you have to look fresh.
Oh man.
Look, I mean, I saw people like with craziest moves and flows, but nothing matched, and they look like trash. Like respect for your skills, brother, but
Yeah.
it's not complete.
Yeah, yeah. Complete it, man. Complete it. The colors matter, you know?
100%.
I gotta
100%.
give a shout out to my homie. He goes by Variable. His name is Jordan, and his lady T. They keep me fresh, man. Every time
Nice.
I'm about to go out to a battle, I usually go and see them. They're huge collectors, vintage pieces. A lot of the jerseys that I wear are game worn. Some of them still have
Ooh.
the like a baseball jersey. It still has a little bit of dirt on it from
Oh,
the player. So
authentic shit.
huge shout out
Oh,
to
I
them,
mean,
man.
hey, how can we forget? Was it the battle from Rockforce Crew, right?
Yeah. Yep.
When
Yep.
you all guys came out and dressed with green, orange, and white. Come on.
But
Who does this anymore? Nobody. I mean, when I start dancing, at least we had the same shirt.
yep.
You
Yep.
put the crew name, you put in the back on the here,
Yep. Yep.
here you put your name.
Yep.
It was like at least the guys had that, but you had like the whole like a boy band. Everybody was the same but different. But
Yeah, man. All
looks
matching.
so fresh.
Yep. The concept, right? Like I mean, once again, that my friend Jordan Variable, that's all his gear. We came up to him and we said, "Yo, we want to make a statement. Let's do it Hawaii style." He pulled out these bins
Bro,
that he's
hard,
collecting and
hard.
all vintage Hawaii gear, game worn stuff. That's like, man. I mean, we came out looking like a baseball team, you know. So
A real crew, real crew. You saw a lot of Rivers footage battling, how they battled.
yeah, even those guys.
There is a time when they had all different color shirts and it says Rivers
Mm,
Crew, right?
yep,
And I
yep.
remember they battled once, and it's actually in the intro of the show. Is the clip for what
Mm,
I'm talking about. And
yeah,
there is a beat starting, and you see all of Rivers start grooving together for the beat. And then the beat continues and they start rocking. And I get
yeah,
goosebumps just talking about it. And they didn't, 100% they don't choreograph this, but
yeah.
everybody rocked and everybody knew at the same moment that Born is going to enter now. So everybody's going,
Ooh.
boom, bam, then 5, 6, 7, then Born goes up, bam. And then
Uh,
and also the thing that they all wear matching gear, it made it 100 times
man,
better.
100 times, 100 times.
Just so hard beginning. How can too
That's
crazy,
chemistry, man. That's
crazy,
crew chemistry.
too crazy.
You could tell
Rivers
those guys.
always
Yeah,
had, they always look fresh together. Rivers crew.
yeah. You could tell they hung out with each other. You could tell they really grew with each other. You know, like to have that crew chemistry, to know when someone's moving
Ah,
and to know someone's
so
gonna
nice,
go out. That
so nice. I
that
always try to
connectedness.
tell the younger guys, you need to learn the moves from your crewmates, because if
Mm,
doing it, do it also in the back.
yeah,
It looks
it just
so
makes it
much
look
better.
better.
It looks so crazy if I know he's gonna do the freeze, and then 7 people in the back that do the same freeze. Come on, come
Mm,
on.
mm. It just makes it 100 times better, like you're saying. You know.
My dream is to organize the best and biggest crew battle, and we need to bring crew battles back.
Ooh.
We need to bring crew battles back.
Yes, sir. That was it. I mean, that was it. Crew battles, bro.
Too crazy. But nowadays there's not really crew battles.
Yeah.
I only see like 2-on-2, 3-on-3, of course, 1-on-1.
One-on-ones. Yeah. Yeah. There's not too
Are you
much.
been also to freestyle session as a crew, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It was when Red Bull won, what? No, Squadron won with the Ruggeds. Was it that year?
Yeah. 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 I think that
Yeah.
was the one.
Yeah.
It was a good year, man. I mean, anytime we can rock. That was a 10-on-10, I think, right? That was a.
I
Anytime you
don't know.
can
It
rock.
was just crew, right? How
Yeah.
many people they want?
Yeah. Yeah. That was a good one, man. We had homies in our crew. Our crew isn't all just breakers. We're out here. We try to have like a collective. We have videographers.
Ah,
We have
nice.
DJs. And some of them didn't even really break, and they jumped in with us. And
Nice.
just as a
Nice.
crew, right? As a crew, we stand with each other.
Mhm. Yeah,
We're not separate.
people forget this because when I started dancing I started 2000. In 2001, we had the crew and we had the competition with the show at the beginning, and we did locking at the beginning of the show.
Yeah. Yep.
We did car wash, looking at the car wash.
Yeah.
We did locking, and one guy of us, he ended the show with popping. So it was normal to have all these styles in
Nick,
your crew and not only B-boys and B-girls.
breaking one side. Yep. Yep. It just
And then,
adds more.
and then everybody got their own category, and now,
Yeah. 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 Together, but still somehow separate.
yeah, it's a little sad. It's a little sad, but we need to bring it back because I see now also a lot of crews, like in popping crews and locking crews and stuff like this. I would love to see them all compete. Like a popping crew against a breaking crew. But
Yeah.
I think in Korea they did this. I saw Rivers crew
Yeah.
winning. They won everything, and they battled
Yeah.
against Whackers and stuff. Whackers, lockers, yeah. But I forgot how.
Yeah. Yeah.
I forgot how it's called. Yeah, doesn't matter.
Crazy. Yeah. There's so much mixture.
I know your real name is Jack, right?
Yes, sir.
Who gave you Hijack?
Hijack was a name that my first JFF crew, we kind of like passed down. And it just made sense because it was Hawaii. Hawaii Jack is the hijack. The Hawaii, the postal is 808, but it's also HI. So it just makes sense.
Because
Everywhere I'd wanted to travel.
when I hear hijack, I think about Tekken.
Yeah, yep. Take over.
You know the character Hijack?
Yep.
There's a
Oh,
hijack in
Tekken.
Tekken.
Yeah, yeah. Yep, yep.
That's why I thought maybe it was something like this. But of course, HI from
Hawaii.
I
Yes, sir.
no more sense.
That's it.
Brother, we come to our segment. It's called Your Fave 5. I need to put some special effects.
Ooh, hell yeah.
So your fave 5 things. 5 would be perfect. If you have only 2, also cool. We
Easy.
always start with the B-boys. So your favorite 5 B-boys all time. Doesn't matter.
Damn, man. Fave 5
No
B-boys
order.
of all time. That's a hard one, man. I mean, damn. To dig deep right now, I gotta say, first one that comes to mind has gotta be my boy Jeff Arc.
Yep.
He's, I break with him every time, and he's always inspiring me to not only just see dope things, but to bring that those concepts and things out of myself. So I got nothing but love. Him, Arc. I gotta say, another B-boy who's mad fresh. I don't know if you guys know who Checkmate is. B-boy Uno 1 from Japan. He's crazy. He's fresh.
B-boy Uno.
I think he's what crew is he from? He's Avalanche crew. I think he's also Shadow Rock crew. Those guys are nasty. Second B-boy or third B-boy for me. I mean, to be honest, K-Mel is he's OG, K-Mel, Flea, gotta say Flea, and man, it's hard, man. There's a lot of classics out there. There's a lot of people who have been a huge influence, and yeah, I think I got those guys. I got Arc, I got Uno One or Checkmate because he's just, I seen footage of him most recent, so I think that's why. And he's nasty. We got down with him. Checkmate. I got Kamel, of course, Flea, and probably Migas as well.
Ooh, Mr.
Took a huge,
Vengeance.
yeah,
Yes,
took a
yes.
huge
Nice.
change. These people have really influenced and changed not only myself but the scene in general, right?
It's
So
a nice list. It's a
yeah,
real nice list.
top
Your
five.
five B girls.
Ooh, damn, B girls. Ah man, Fave 5 B girls right now. I gotta say, what's it called? What's her name? Nadia.
Nadia the
Nadia
Funk.
Funk's. Yeah,
Nadia
she's
the
fresh.
Funk,
She's fresh.
brother. It's over.
She's fresh, man. For me, that's breaking.
That's really
That's breaking.
100%.
Free in the style, fresh, bro. So
She doesn't care about
Nadia,
mood.
yep, yep. Who else? I gotta say, from Switzerland, my sis. Uh, oh, what is it? I met her at Breakthrough. She's gonna kill me because I'm blanking because I have all these names in my mind. Um, but she's in Switzerland,
You know
in
which
Zurich.
city she comes from?
She just won.
Becca.
Becca.
Yes.
I was like thinking Bella for some reason.
From
Becca.
Soul Rebels crew.
Yep, Soul Rebels cool. Becca's mad fresh. Who else? What's her name? She's from France. Fanny. Fanny's fresh.
Ooh, yes.
She's super fresh.
Yes.
Who else? San Andrea is mad
Yes.
fresh too, right?
Rockers Delight crew.
Yep. India's fresh too. She's got that new school, like, she's a
Too
hard
much
hitter.
energy. So
Yeah,
much energy.
Yeah. There's so much names. I mean, even for the B-boys too, I gotta say, I don't know if Mel inside.
Oh, yes, from Ukraine. Yeah.
Ash, bro.
Yeah, so much
Fresh.
original moves. So much.
Ah.
And so many of them.
Yeah.
Can you have so much moves?
Man. I mean, when I started breaking, I grew up watching like $7 crew.
Okay,
like
nice.
Adder. Now that I'm really like kind of marinating on it, yeah, those are like, I mean, to add on. I know you said 5, but
Bro, it's your list.
Atta, Adder, fucking all these guys, super fresh. Yeah.
These all these b-boys you name are b-boys with character. Like nowadays everybody tries to be complete, and it's nothing wrong with that. Learn every
Yeah.
move, brother. Learn every move system.
Absolutely.
Be complete. But at the end of the day, it's like you said before, it's just the moment, and you don't have, not always the winner of the competition has the best round. For example, you see all these competitions for breaking for gold, and Stans posts the best rounds, and he always Daniel, God bless him, always posts Supreme, and Supreme didn't make top 8 or semifinal or final.
Yeah.
But
But he
Supreme
captured a
has
moment.
always the hardest rounds, and
Yeah.
this is because he is a character. He's a
Yes,
character,
sir.
but he also has crazy moves. So
Yep.
it's
Like you said, like learn every move 100%. That should be your structure, and that should be a challenge to yourself to grow and challenge and learn and be the best that you can be. But it's not about, we always tell our students this, it's not about what you do, it's about how you do it.
Yes,
how you do it
100%.
you could do all the crazy shit, but how are you making it look different? How are you showcasing an extension of yourself? The moves are just the moves.
I'd rather see an original move than a move I saw 100 million times. You know what I mean?
100%.
Yes.
100%.
Your favorite 5 DJs?
Ooh, favorite 5 DJs?
Doesn't matter if it's battle, practice, fiesta, up to you. 5 DJs.
Premier.
Ooh.
DJ Premier for sure. Fucking DJ Coco.
Mhm.
Of course, gotta put Flag, Lean, you know, who else? Fucking B Ryan, Nobunaga, fucking Soul Rain. Oh man, list goes on and on. These guys be doing it right every time. I know I said more than 5 once again, but you know,
It's your list, my G. It's your list.
you know,
Okay.
you know what it is.
5 favorite moments in a battle you had.
5 favorite moments in a battle that I had. 2023, dislocating my finger at a local breaking event here. It was a footwork breaking event on concrete. The name of the jam was Bricks Don't Hit Back, but I can confirm that the bricks hit back, dude. My finger is still kind of fat. You see it?
God damn,
It
bro.
like
It
snapped.
looks like a watch.
Yep. I got up. I was surprised, man. My finger was facing the other way. My friend, thank God, Bo, he came to Switzerland with us, if you remember. He MCs as well. He came to Switzerland with us for Breakthrough, but he popped my finger back in place,
Okay.
so that was cool. Number 2 would probably be battling with Malloy. Malloy
nice.
at Groove Sessions. I mean, he couldn't speak any English. I was trying at first hard to connect with him, but I realized, you know, he's a little kid and he doesn't speak English. So I think that just to dance and groove with him taught me that, you know, this dance is it is a language.
It's a language,
And
100%.
we don't need to speak the same, nor do we even need to speak to connect with each other. And I think we both at the end of the battle, we understood. We understood each other.
You're
And
connected
I
for
think
life
that's
now,
why.
brother. You're connected
Yes,
for
sir.
life.
Yes, sir. What else? Another one that we just did, a local jam. We do a lot of local jams here, you know,
Nice.
because
It's
our
important.
students are young and we want to bring them out more. But Inertia, it was a crew battle, so we got to battle with all our crew. That was this past January, so that's a fresh highlight moment. Battling Skillbrat Renegades, because that was the moment it taught me that it's anyone's day, you know, and that we can compete and against people who are high caliber like Luigi, Kid David, and Casper. And last one would be Red Bull national finals last year, the one that I was able to win. I choose that one because the goal was to just dance, man. We took Buddha Stretch's workshop. They had Buddha Stretch teaching a workshop the day before the competition. And the last thing that he said was at the end of his workshop was the original B-boys were dancers. And that just influenced. It was a spontaneous. Normally you don't like to change anything right before you go into battle, right? Like you like to just stay on par, but that just rearranged my mind and just made me think, you know what? Okay, let's just dance. Let's just groove.
At the end
Let's
of
bug
the
out.
day,
Let's
at
bug
the end
out.
of the day, the dance always talks. The dance always talks.
Yes, sir.
Dance always talks.
So those are the top
5
5.
favorites events.
Ooh, damn, man. Right now, Breakthrough. Breakthrough for me was one of the best, man.
Nice.
Breakthrough. What else? You know, I wish I could have said Circle Kings, but I wasn't able to go out to
That
any of
era is
those.
over, unfortunately. Huh?
I know, man. I keep telling Amjad, I'm like, brah, come on. You know, throw it. I want to go to one of his concrete events.
He has the
too.
concrete jam now. It's also very nice.
Concrete jam.
Concrete
I
jam
definitely want to check out your jam at some point, man.
This year is 10-year anniversary, brother. 10-year anniversary this year. The lineup will be
insane. So for sure, for me, fucking Breakthrough, our jam, our 808 anniversary jam, because it just hits close to home.
Is it the Endless Summer Jam too? Is it the same?
Yeah, Endless Summer Jam is actually not this week, but next week, and then 808 anniversary is it's going to be September 7th this year.
I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's another separate one. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Damn, there's so much. One that I felt like I had a good time I really enjoy the jams that are not just competitions, the ones that are actual like festivals
Yeah.
where there's art, there's graffiti,
Mhm.
people just chilling and building with each other. Like for me, I really connect with those. Um, damn, you know, right now my mind is blanking, but so far, yeah,
All good, brother. All
those
good.
are the ones that come
And
to mind.
and your favorite 5 events you want to attend?
Oh man, for sure your
Yeah.
event, for sure your event. Um, fuck, I would love to go out to um, what is it? One of my good friends in France. They throw their event. It's they go by they
Who
go
got the
by
flower?
From Downtown Crew.
Ah, from the Vortex Jam.
Vortex Jam. I want to check those guys out. Those guys are good friends of ours.
Mhm.
Um, I want to definitely go back to Japan for whatever event is out there. Um, the Crazy, is it Crazy 8? It's the one that the Rugged store also. Um, World B no, do they do classics? World B-Boy
It's
classics?
it's 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 a Dutch event. It's from Netherlands,
Yeah, yeah.
but it's
So
not
one of
from the Rugged.
those.
It's not from the Ruggeds.
What is the one that the
I
Ruggeds do?
think Nick just do it from the Ruggeds.
Just
I
yeah.
think he's like a head of something. I don't know exactly, but I know
I see.
it's not
It's
from
not theirs.
Ruggeds too.
Okay.
It's not from Ruggeds too.
For sure.
Yeah, but
And
I think
IBE.
Tyrone also is involved there, something like this.
I see. Like a mix.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
see.
I
I
think
see. Okay.
they got together and yeah.
I see. Sorry for the
Yeah. No,
miscommunication. That and IBE is always a good time too. Yes, sir. So those are the five.
it's a very nice choice, my brother. Um, Mr. Hijack, thank you for your time. It was
And thank
a
you.
nice conversation, and it was nice to get to know you more and hear from your story. Um, we are fortunately at the end from our podcast. You have any last words and shout outs?
Of course, man. First off, I just want to give a shout out to you, Godfather, for just really giving the opportunity for people to speak up. And like you said, I appreciate that it's not just an interview, but it's about connecting, bruh. Getting to know you. This conversation probably wouldn't have been any different if we were next to each other sitting for a coffee.
Nah,
You know what
100%.
I'm saying?
We talk to
So
each other. Yeah.
I
It's like we
appreciate
drink a
you.
beer together, like.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for your time, your energy, and for all that you do to give back to this art form and culture and stay on point as always. So
Thank you, bro.
thank you again. Shout out to you, your podcast, and shout out to everybody listening to this, because chances are if you listen to this, you're probably fresh.
Oh, and from my side, of course, again, thank you for taking your time. I really appreciate it. Also, the very kind words of you. I hope we can see each other soon in real life
Yeah, man.
and
Same.
chill out a little bit more, not only for breaking, but just in real life, brother. Because
Yeah, man.
what I can say, what I experienced, I'm now 23 years into the hip hop culture, and I can really say when I meet somebody and this person knows what hip hop is all about, doesn't matter how long I know you. We
Yeah.
just immediately can talk together. I can bring some games. We game together. We talk about this topic, that we go eat, drink. So
Yes,
if
sir.
you're not into hip hop, this is your sign to get into hip hop.
Yes, sir.
And of course, don't forget to subscribe. We just hit 500 subscribers. Get to
Ooh.
1,000 so we can monetize.
Let's go. Get them
Uh,
there.
you can also become a patron. Yeah, support us every month. If you're now a patron, you get all the content from the whole month at the beginning for the month. So you see 4 videos before everybody sees it. So
Wow.
become a patron. Also, we're gonna do a giveaway with Paulus. You're gonna get some fresh gear. And yeah, when you see this podcast, it's already March. It's we are recording this a little earlier. But anyways, again, Jack, Mr. Hijack, thank you so much. Greetings to
Thank
all your
you.
crew. Blessings for your family. Shout outs to your new dog. And let's see him. Let's see him. Oh, look at him. That's a
Oh,
cutie.
yeah, he's sleeping.
Ay, ay, ay. And that was your favorite people host with your favorite people show.
Yes, sir. Peace.